Chicago had it all rolling until the final 4 minutes of the fourth quarter in the Bears' recent loss to the Detroit Lions, where Luke Getsy blew this game single-handedly, and he better not be able to get access to Hallis Halls on Monday. Bears were up 12 points with 4 minutes left and had the ball back. Fields had a hell of a return. The defense had 3 takeaways. Montez Sweat finally got his first sack as a Bear. And sure enough, we find a way to lose another divisional game, leading to Matt Eberflus being 6-22 all-time as the Bears head coach and 0-9 against the NFC North. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this very frustrating episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and thank you for tuning in. I know it's tough to watch right now, but we are so close. I do have a ton of positives to pull away from today's game, and I think Lions fans are kind of going, watch out for Chicago. But the coaches are officially the problem, and I will die on that hill. Hit that like button if you agree that this coaching staff has to go immediately, and throw your thoughts in the comment section below about this team, and we will comment back at everything. We are just as frustrated, but this team is so close, and the coaches are holding the team back from being winners. And if you could, please hit that subscribe button and support the channel to stay up to date on all Chicago Bears news. Hit notifications as we post daily. But I want to start with thanking Cairo Santos for going 4 for 4 today with a long of 53 yards and accounting for 14 of the Bears' total points. Please extend this man, Ryan Poles, because he is the one that is keeping this team in it. All right, let's break it down. The offense did do a great job until those final 4 minutes when Getsy was actually running a real NFL offense. In Justin Fields' return game, he went 16 for 23 with 169 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 18 rushes for 104 yards, and no interceptions. He clearly was also in a lot of pain throughout the game, going and holding his thumb. He also actually either had a hangnail or something because he was bleeding pretty profusely at one point, but kept playing, and he did everything he could for the Bears to win this game. Same with the rushing attack. There wasn't any crazy numbers from a fantasy point perspective, but this running back group of Deontay Foreman, Khalil Herbert, and Rashawn Johnson did a fantastic job. Foreman, before he got hurt, was rolling. He scored the only rushing touchdown of today for the team, but he suffered a big injury. It looks to be an ankle, and we're going to keep an eye on that, so stay tuned. We will have the most recent report when that comes out, but it looks like Darrington Evans could be getting a call back as he was released earlier this week and coming back to this team to fill in. Fields obviously had the biggest day with over 100 rushing yards, but Khalil Herbert had 35 yards in his return, and Rashawn Johnson had 30 yards also. A couple nice big runs there, but overall 183 rushing yards. The wide receiver room was doing great until Luke Getsy said, I don't want to throw the ball anymore. This guy is seriously the biggest idiot in the NFL. DJ Moore was cooking before he shut him down with 9 receptions for 96 yards, averaging 13.7 yards per catch with 1 receiving touchdown. Darnell Mooney, again, with a quiet game with only 1 catch, but it was for 24 yards. You need to use this man. He has a great relationship with Justin Fields. I did not understand this again. Just a super frustrating day as a fan. Cole Kmet did have a slow day as well. They stopped using him after the first half, which I was a little confused by. He only had 3 receptions for 20 yards. The offensive line against a very tough Detroit defensive line did a fantastic job today. They only allowed 2 sacks on Fields today. And also, we do have an update for you on Braxton Jones about what happened during the game. So Jones was seen leaving the field and yelling, "I can't effing see," at the officials, at his teammates as he jogged off, as the officials threw him out. The reason why they threw him out was because a medical official on the sideline was seeing potential signs of a concussion, and he had to sub out. The NFL officials made that call for him. Braxton Jones is under a ton of pressure right now, and I've kind of hit on that. I've been a little hard on him, but he had a nice game today, so I'm kind of, backing off the gas pedal a little bit. But the Bears do still have 2 top 5 picks and could use one of those on a left tackle that could solidify this offensive line. Interesting situation. Braxton Jones wants to be out there and do well for this team, and he did do a great job today. I know my dad's going to kill me for saying that he doesn't like Braxton Jones, but I give credit where credit's due. Jones has had 2 back-to-back games. I hope he continues to have the success. But what we care about is his health. That's what matters most. I'm more concerned about if there is a concussion, and they did keep him out there, so stay tuned for more injury updates. But to wrap this all up as a whole, My God, Luke Getsy needs to be fired immediately and never be an offensive coordinator in the NFL again. Terrible play calling at the end of the game to not get one more point with having more than 4 minutes left in the game, and he had 4 field goals today and only 2 touchdowns. Getsy is the problem with this team. He doesn't run a good offense, and that's been shown today again. He needs to go immediately. So let's go over to the defensive side of the ball. Shout out to Tyrique Stevenson for a hell of a day. I'm giving him defensive player of the day. 1 interception, 1 forced fumble on special teams, and 3 total tackles. What a day. Though this defense gave up 31 points, I felt like this was the best performance by far. 3 interceptions in total by this team. You had the one by Tyrique Stevenson, you had another one by TJ Edwards, and then you had another one by Tremaine Edmunds. By the way, TJ Edwards did leave this game with an injury, something we're going to keep a close eye on. We'll be reporting on that as the news comes out, but gotta tip the hat to him. He is playing at an all-pro level now with 126 tackles through 11 games. 9 of those came today with his interception. He is worth every single penny. Other big players of today was Kyler Gordon with 7 tackles, Jaquan Brisker with 6 tackles, Edmunds with 8 tackles and that interception, along with Jack Sanborn with 3 tackles and a sack, and Montez Sweat with his 2 tackles and his first sack as a Chicago Bear. Want to hit on Jalen Johnson though real quick. If you want the bag, my man, and I want you to get it, you got to make plays like this. Johnson had nothing but wide open field ahead of him, and that could have been the difference in the game. I know there was plenty of more opportunities for the Bears here, but if you want the bag, you got to be a game changer. You got to return that play to the house. Ugh. So frustrating, but so many positives. I really like this roster, guys. They're just a few pieces away, but a new coaching staff this upcoming offseason will change everything. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like button to show your support. And as always, please subscribe to the channel with notifications to stay up to date on all Chicago Bears news. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, bear down, baby.